Knifedope. More dope. Come and get your figs. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. Knifedope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. You fuckers remember how I told you I had something special for y'all? You know I never shit you, right? Well, the day is upon us. We're taking a look at a real special treat here today. We're taking a look at the Midnight from Triiaxis. Now, before I get into it, I definitely want to give a big shout out to the queen herself, Miss Idy. This is her knife from her personal collection. So I'm thankful to her for allowing me to check it out. And more importantly, let's get to the dope. Okay, before we get into it, real quick acknowledgement, a little bit of knife flex. This is the Kaiser Drop Bear. I just got this back from my youngest son. I had given it to him sometime in the beginning of the year. And I just actually forgot how good of a knife this Drop Bear is. So much so that I have to figure out how it's going to get a spot here on one of my end of the year lists because it's that goddamn good. Okay, enough of that. Premium dope, here we go. So this is the Midnight from Triiaxis. Now, Triiaxis is an American company. The owner and designer and maker is Jonathan Boggs. Very young guy, I think somewhere in his 20s. You will not be able to get this knife unless you get it on the secondary. This is how highly sought out this one is. I think at table, these went for about $805. Here's the COA on this one. So it's the Midnight, serial number 22, Magna Cut. We've got a Musgrave pattern on those bronze, purple, and green anodized handles, blackened, blasted, and fine stone wash. And the born on date is August of 2022. So there's that. Let's take a look at this beauty. So here you can see up close, we've got that Musgrave etching, that pattern on these contoured titanium handles. Looks fantastic. And it's on both sides of the knife. We've got a flush mounted pocket clip that has hidden hardware. The way you access that is you hit it right there through the backspacer, and they supply you with the tool for that. Integrated lanyard post, or rather lanyard hole for the weirdos, so weirdos can definitely rejoice. We've got one form of deployment, which is this cutout. Closed position is 4.31 inches. Let's go ahead and deploy it. Woo! D10 is dialed the fuck in. Look at that blade, people. Tell me that's not gorgeous. Look how thin we are behind the blade stock. Now the overall length on this comes in at 7.45 inches. Blade steel is Magna Cut, ran at 61 HRC. Now, one of the reasons he's able to get this blade stock so thin is the actual blade itself is hard milled. Now, if you don't know what that is, that means that he is milling and grinding the blade post HRC, or rather post heat treat. So usually it's done in reverse. Usually they mill it and grind it and then they heat treat it. But he does it the other way, which allows him to get such a thin profile on this blade. This is hollow ground as well. Got a nice generous finger choil, which does accommodate the full purchase, no refund. We've got plenty of room to disengage that lock bar. This is a frame lock. Buttery goddamn smooth action, people. You know I never shit you. We've got a quarter to almost half length backspacer, all titanium hardware. This is a specimen. Hell of a knife here. Now back to the anno job, we've got kind of mismatched scales. So we've got that bronze green, which fades into purple. Some people don't like that, but I think it looks good. Now, like I mentioned, this knife is actually available. The queen has got this knife on the market. You can get this knife for $750 or best reasonable offer. I will put her contact information in my description. But if I forget to do that, just reach out and I'll get you guys in contact. The weight on this is 3.5 ounces, so very, very lightweight. There is a ton of milling here on the inside of these handles. Now let's go ahead and put up some knives for some size comparison. Basically a little bit of knife flexing. You know how we like to do. First up, we got this one. favorite knife in my collection. You guys have seen it. You know her name. We're talking about the McNeese PM Mac 2 3.5 rendition. So we can see that the Midnight is smaller than that. Next up, the Maverick S, Christensen Knife Works design. So actually that is also a little bit smaller than the Midnight. Let's do a couple more, shall we? More American vibes. We're gonna go with the 3-inch McNeese. And you can see that the Midnight is bigger than that. Next up, how about a Jaeger sighting? We haven't seen this one in a while. The Jaeger M from Brian Brown Knives. So the Jaeger and the Midnight, oh shit, the Jaeger's just a hair bigger. Let's do 2 more. God damn it, 2 more. Continuing to bring you these American vibes, we're gonna go with this one. The Hinderer Eclipse, fully modded of course, and quite a bit bigger than the Midnight. Last but certainly not least, my most expensive knife in the collection and more American dope. We're gonna rock out with the Oz Machine Roosevelt, number 457 to be exact. So actually you can see that Oz and the Midnight are very, very similar as far as overall size goes. The Midnight is ever so slightly larger. So if you got an Oz machine, that's basically what you're looking at. Or rather, if you have a Roosevelt, I should say. Or if you got a 3-inch McNeese, it's a little bit bigger than that. Regardless, this is a fantastic knife. I feel blessed that I was able to check it out and to share with y'all. I tell you, if I had the means to pull the trigger on this one, I damn sure would. She's just stunning. You know, I'm gonna have to start following this guy, Triiaxis, Mr. Jonathan. Start following what he's doing because prior to this video, I went on his website and he's got a lot of information on there. So I advise you guys to check it out. And that is Triiaxis with 2 I's. So TRIIaxis.com, I believe it was. Well, there you fuckers have it. Pure American dope. Premium, I might add. I want to know what you fuckers think. Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something, cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.